The bravery of Benjamin Lay. It is difficult to go against the crowd, but this story records many people who have done so, even if it means losing their place in society as a result. Benjamin Lay is one such man. Benjamin Lay was an abolitionist who fought against the evil of slavery during the turn of the 18th century. At the age of 29, he moved from his home in England to a tiny island in the Caribbean called Barbados in order to start a career as a merchant. Barbados' uh, population was composed for many wealthy urban inhabitants who owned plantations. The plantation used slave labor to grow and harvest the bountiful sauerkraut. Benjamin Lay's religious convictions did not allow him to stand by while white plantation owners made money from the sweet and African slaves. Lay's firm anti-slavery position enraged many of his slaveholding neighbors, and he eventually moved to the state of Pennsylvania in the United States to escape the island. Lay was a devout Quaker and one of the earliest voices describing slavery in colonial America. He wrote over 200 pamphlets in his life condemning the institution of slavery, capital punishment, harsh prison conditions, and the wealthy, hypocritical members of his Quaker religion. These pamphlets, wrote with other fervor, were not prepared by the religious leader who reviewed and granted permission for printed materials containing Quaker ideologies. The unauthority printing of these materials caused great divisions within the Quaker community. If this division was not enough to make him unpopular, his antics in religious meetings certainly were. During one meeting, he made a tour in Spain and ended his dramatical beat thrusting a sword into a Bible he had hollowed out and filled with poker juice. The fake blood squirted at the friends to represent the blood that was at their hand if they did not oppose slavery. Another time, he stormed into the meeting skin darkened by pain and began lashing the members with a whip in order to evoke empathy for the mistreatment of slaves. He was exiled from the Quaker community for this action, but there remain some of the most powerful protests in the American abolitionist movement. To hear these stories, one would assume that Benjamin Lace was hulking man with a dominating presence, but he did not look like a stereotypical hero. He barely inched over 4 feet tall. His spine curved forward into a jumping sea. His arms dangled, and his sternum jutted out from his chest. He was a vegetarian who ate most of the food ate and made most of his clothing by hand. He lives with a singular meaning and a fiery passion for his fellow human being and for social justice. Which of the following scenarios portrays relations that most nearly resembles the relationships between an abolitionist and slavery? A. An environmentalist fights the spread of pollution. As used in Paragraph 3, which is the best synonym for the crying? B. Criticism. Using information on the page as a guide, Benjamin Lake can best be described as serious, principled, and defiant. In light of his powerful actions, it can be inferred that the aspects of Benjamin Light's appearance that is most known is his short stature. The primary purpose of this passage is to inform readers about a Quaker abolitionist. The passage reports that Leigh was exiled from the Quaker community for his actions. Do you believe this was an appropriate direction of the part of the Quakers? Why or why not? The Quakers' decision to exile Benjamin Light is understandable from the perspective of maintaining doctrinal discipline and communal unity, but in a broader moral and historical sense, it was not appropriate.